While Beijing is experiencing its worst resurgence of COVID-19 since early February, 31 new cases were reported in the city today.
Yesterday, authorities raised Beijing to a level 2 alert, the second highest level in a four-tier COVID-19 emergency response level system. Just 10 days ago, Beijing's response level was downgraded from level 2 to 3. Now let's bring in China correspondent Elizabeth Law, who joins us from Beijing. Good to have you back, Liz. Now, Liz, you were just on the show yesterday. What has changed in the last 24 hours?
So hi, Jan, hi, Ollie. As you mentioned, basically what has happened now is that the response level has been upgraded. This means that all schools are now shut again. Travel restrictions are in place. And for now, because of the new ruling, any airlines, any flights that are cancelled, customers will get a full refund. And as of today, more than 1,000 flights have already been cancelled, which are all these are domestic flights come from Beijing going to different parts of China. And of course, in residential estates across the city, they are now put under this system called closed management, where only residents are allowed in. So people like your delivery men, your food delivery guys, your repairmen, and even your domestic helpers are simply just not allowed into the estates anymore. So it's in a way, the city is gone back to being under semi-lockdown mode.
Well, that's a level 2. So is it on the way to escalating to a level 1? And if so, what further restrictions does level 1 entail?
Right. So when it goes into level 1, clearly it's a lot more severe, and we did see the city go into a level 1 response during the height of the coronavirus outbreak just not that long ago, which was during March. Up till March and April, it was still at a level 1. Level 1 simply means that anyone who comes into the city will have to be quarantined. Restaurants will have a cap on the number of people, and even office buildings will have to implement social distancing, where there is a cap on the number of staff that are allowed to work in the office. I would not be able to sit here and talk to you like that now. I would have to wear a mask while sitting in the office. Air conditioning would be turned off. It's all simple things like that. It's quite similar to what already is in place for level 2, but just with additional measures to make it a bit more strict. So yes, to answer your question again, there is a possibility that if cases continue to spike at this rate, we may go into a level 1. But would that again entail a lockdown that is in the style of Wuhan, where no one is allowed in or out, and it's just a very strict management, and all businesses are closed? Again, no, that is unlikely to happen, because again, this is the political and commercial heart of the city. For Beijing to go into that sort of lockdown again, the economic impact is going to be very devastating.
Let's bring it back here in Singapore. Now, as you know, phase 2 in Singapore starts in a couple of days. Are there any lessons we can learn from Beijing's reopening?
Well, as our colleague Chang Ai-lian wrote in the paper today about how we have to be very careful during reopening. Just like Beijing, Beijing is the strictest of all the Chinese cities, and it was really careful in reopening. But I suppose when people are so excited after being pent up inside for so long and not being able to do the things and interact with the people that you're just so used to doing, everyone gets a little bit excited, and you forget the rules that have been such a big part of your life for the last few months. So I think what is very important to remember is that Singaporeans do have to be very careful. I heard that restaurants in Singapore are completely booked out on Friday. Guys, I hope you are practicing safe distancing while being in these restaurants. At the same time also, I think we have to be prepared that there is a chance that there will be cases that will surface here and there, because this virus is going to be with us for a long time. It was disappointing. It was slightly disheartening to sort of go back to the way we were, but this is probably the new normal that we live in now.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us once more, Liz. And of course, do stay safe in Beijing. We've been speaking to our China correspondent at the Straits Times, Elizabeth Law.